This video is brought to you by catbeast.com. Design your own custom snapbacks and hats.
I want to talk to you guys about something real quick, right? In 2K18, for the past maybe 2 weeks since maybe Black Friday, every time I come into the main menu, 2K has the VC sale going on. I know it's not a sale that's really going on, but every time I hop in the game, it says something like 15% off 5K VC, or even I think 15K VC. And the first time I've seen it, right, it said like 85% off 5K VC. So I was like, alright, I'll buy it, because listen, 85% off 5K VC is really inexpensive. I mean, it was like 30-40 cents at the time when they presented the deal. I was like, alright, let me just take this deal. It's a good deal. Honestly, it's a good deal. But every time I enter 2K now, it says 15% off VC, you got an hour until this offer expires, and it happens every time I log into the game. Now, is it a glitch? I don't think so, man. I don't think it's a glitch. And we know 2K loves their money. 2K's made a lot of money off NBA 2K games, man, just based off VC alone. I mean, think about the amount of VC one person can buy. Think about the amount of VC YouTubers buy, man. And I haven't even bought that month. Listen, last year I spent a ton of VC on my archetypes. This year I'm not spending as much VC as last year, man. And to be honest, man, if you're seeing around the gaming community, people are not taking kindly to these VC amounts, and not just VC in 2K, but microtransactions in general in multiple games. See what happened to Star Wars Battlefront? That game in and of itself, the way you progress in that game relied heavily on probably buying the microtransactions. And what happened to Star Wars Battlefront 2? That game flopped. And when I say flopped, that means that game sold poorly. I mean, the budget that game had for it to sell less than 1 million physical copies is terrible. It was projected to reach about 14 million sold in about the next couple of 6 months. There is no way it's reaching that amount. It sold worse than the first game. How do you do that? The Star Wars movie is coming out. Disney was like, nah, we can't have this bad publicity. You gotta remove these microtransactions. And you see what happened. People spoke up. People stood against what EA was doing. And EA is always going to be at fault because they're the publishers of the game. Sometimes you can't always blame the developer. So I got to give the developer some leeway. And that's the same. You could say the same thing about 2K. It's probably 2K pushing these microtransactions, and that's why you see what happened in the beginning of NBA 2K18, right? The VC prices were outrageous. I mean, people were complaining about the prices of their hairstyles and not being able to see your hair. And by the way, you still can't preview your hair before you buy your new hair or your new hair color or you change your beard in NBA 2K. But you see, people were upset about that, man. Why do you think? It costs like $1,000 to change your hairstyle. 1,000 VCs, one Pro-Am game. You get 1,000 from one Pro-Am game, and that's how much you want to charge to get your hair changed in 2K? A virtual game? It was never priced like that back in 2K17. Never. Matter of fact, you didn't even have to pay. Now you've got to pay for this VC. You got to pay for all this stuff in 2K. And now, after all the backlash they received, you see what happened to 2K now. They lowered the prices on the hair. They lowered the prices on some of the the colors and stuff like that. And they've also lowered the prices on the accessories, because back in the beginning of 2K18, the prices for accessories were just way out of proportion. So far from these two examples, we've seen that when gamers come together and we actually speak out, we have an opportunity to change things. Now, we're not going to be able to change everything, but I think if we start right here, we could end up changing 2K18, maybe even, if not 2K18, 2K19 for the better, because the VC is still an issue. We still see they want a VC. I mean, we come into the game and they always say we have 1 hour to buy this amount of VC. Now that's the funny thing, because every time you ever go to one of those stores, or you go to a pub, or you go to your local bodega, and they say they have, like, for example, in Arizona, they say they have, buy 2 Arizonas, you get 2 Arizonas, or 2 Arizonas for $3, or 2 Gatorades for $3. I never take those deals because they want you to spend the more money. Even though, sure, you might be getting more bang for your buck, I ain't spending more money for. I really just want 1 Gatorade. I don't want 2 Gatorades. I just want 1 Gatorade. So I ain't gonna get the deal for 2 Gatorades for $3. I never do those deals, man. Especially on sometimes when GameStop is having those pre-owned sales where it says buy 2, get 1 free. That might be a good deal, but sometimes they really just want you. They know they want you to spend more money. That's what those deals are there for. They may be good deals, and most of the time they are, but they do really want you to spend more money. So when I see that deal in 2K, when I'm coming in and it says 5K VC, 15% off, yeah, it sounds good because it's like, oh wow, the VC's on sale. Let me go buy this VC. They want you to buy the VC. They know that people this year might not be buying as much VC as before, especially since it takes way more VC to upgrade your player to the base 85 overall. Tattoos are expensive as hell. You know, clothes are expensive, and not only that, you have to buy separate clothes, tattoos, and animations for each character. So the price of leveling up one character, getting clothes, and getting accessories, especially since you gotta buy different accessories for Park, My Career, and Pro-Am. Nobody ever talks about that, but you gotta buy 3 separate sets of accessories to wear in Pro-Am, to wear in the Park, and to wear for My Career. If you want the My Career accessories, you gotta go to the NBA store and buy the accessories from there. And then you got swag store clothing in 2K for the Pro-Am and the Park. That's way, I mean, why we gotta buy? Listen, you only bought like 1 pair of accessories in 2K17 and you had it for all the modes. Now we gotta buy accessories for 1 mode, 2. I mean, it's ridiculous, man. And this is why you haven't seen me buy any clothes. All my players dress the same for each one of my characters, man. All my players dress the exact same. I haven't bought any different clothing for any of my 4 or 5 players I have, man. I'm not gonna buy any more. I refuse to spend VC on multiple pairs of clothes when I can only wear them on 1 player at a time. So I'm not changing my clothing, man. I'm not wasting my VC on that. I'm also not gonna be wasting my VC on buying boosts, because we don't even know if we're really getting the boost. There's nothing that tells us in the game to see that our rating is going to be increased from the boost. So I say this for the community, and I say this to help you yourself. Let's not just waste VC that we get, especially from playing this game, man. Use your VC wisely. Don't be spending it. And I know it could be sounding kind of hypocritical of me, because I'm not even buying that much VC. The only time I buy VC is when I need to upgrade a player and make a YouTube video on it, man. Otherwise, I'm not using my VC. I'm saving it, and I'm just playing the game, man. Not buying any boosts, not buying any excessive clothing or accessories. I'm not doing none of that. I'm not even buying any tattoos. All my VC is going to be earned, and only time I'm going to be buying is when I have to upgrade a new player. And that's it. That's basically it, man. But anyways, man, leave a like for more. Hopefully you guys understand what's going on, and hopefully 2K, we need to stand together as a community to get this VC situation addressed in 2K19. But anyways, man, leave a like for more. I'm on for now. Shout out to Cat Beast, and peace.